Hi folks, good morning from Donegal, Ireland. It's Jonathan here from WP Footy School, and this morning I want to talk about how to connect your WordPress website to Mailchimp so that we can put forms on our WordPress website and get subscribers details sent to Mailchimp. So what we're going to do is go over to the dashboard in our WordPress website. I'm going to take this from the very start, and in a couple of minutes we'll have this working. So we want to go to add new plugin, and we just need the free version of Fluent Forms for the integration with Mailchimp, but we are missing features, of course, between the free and paid plugin, and I actually discussed that in the other video here over on the YouTube channel. There's a video here how to build your subscription forms with Fluent Forms, and I discussed there the difference between the free and the paid version. So over here now we have searched for Fluent Forms over here in add plugins, and the free version comes up here, and we need to install and activate that. It's important to point out here as well, folks, that in one of the other videos there, I discussed the difference between transaction and marketing emails. To send the recipes, I'll show you now in Yahoo. And I discussed this in that other email there. So this email that people get in their inbox with the personalization, hi John, here's the link to your recipe. And so I tell you how to set up that message and how to edit it in the other tutorial there, all about the forms. And to be able to send those emails to somebody's inbox, you have to set up an SMTP plugin on the website where you can send 300 emails a day from your WordPress website, and I talk about that in the other video there. So I separated them to make it easy for people to follow it and refer back, because in some of the earlier videos I had it all in one go, and a couple of people said that it was a bit hard to follow, that it was quite technical, you know. So folks, I can set this up for you as well, that if you're, you know, a technophobe and you'd prefer to hire someone for it, please get in touch with me over at WP Footy School and I'll do that. So back to our site then, we've installed the plugin, and so we want to go to Fluent Forms, and we need to go to integrations, and we have Mailchimp here. If you don't see it, you can search for it here. Like, there's quite a few different integrations, but you see there's one thing with the pro version, things like payments and stuff are only available in the pro version. So what we need to do is search for Mailchimp. It'll come up here and you need to activate it. And now we need to click this gear icon here, and we're going to be asked for an API connection. So I'll just disconnect that because I had it set up for one of the previous tutorials. I'm going to show you now, when we log in to our Mailchimp account, we need to we're logged in now. Up the top right here, we need to go to profile, and we need to go to extras, API keys, and we need to create a key and call it Fluent, F-L-U-E, Fluent Forms, so that if you or somebody else is working on the site and goes back to it, it'll be a name that they'll recognize, they'll know what it is. So we've copy and pasted that to the clipboard. We want to copy it back into the settings now in the WordPress dashboard in our plugin, and you can see that that's working now. So what we need to do now, I've already built a form and I've called it Mailchimp for this video. And I discussed building the forms, folks, in the other video here, how to build your subscription forms with Fluent Forms. So I'm just going to show you now how to set up the integration. So you will have to do this if you have more than one form on the site. You will have to do this with each individual form. So in the edit screen, that's where I've edited the form, and I've explained what these are called. It's called a hidden field there. Okay, so I explain what they are. That's all used in the messages. We need that information for the messages. And what I've done is, to make this really good, personalized emails have higher open rate, folks. So what I've done there is, I've explained in that previous video how to put the name of the subscriber into the subject line and the name of the recipe that they saved. So that'll work each time that they save a recipe. Their name will be there and the name of the recipe. So it's a nice touch, folks, and it'll make your marketing campaigns more competitive. You know, the research is there. Look up the subject of personalization in emails, because I noticed that a lot of people are not doing it there. And when I was looking at sites, so we want to go back to here. We want to go to settings and integrations, and I've already explained in the other video what the confirmation setting is. That's the message that somebody gets after they submit the form. It's the integration we want to go to here. Up in the top right, we have Mailchimp feed. And so you can leave Mailchimp integration feed as it is. Now, we have like audiences and lists over here in Mailchimp. So you'll be familiar with that. I've created a few. I called one Recipe Club, so that I'll know what it is, and they're able to see that as well, that information there. So what we do is, so this means that when somebody fills out this form, they're going to be added to the Recipe Club audience. So we need to do what's called map connect the fields now, so that the fields in the form match the fields in Mailchimp, so that when they fill out their email and first name, that those details will go into the correct fields in Mailchimp. So here's something, folks. If you're using interest groups, that's only available in the Pro version of Mailchimp. So you can also add tags here as well, and so that when somebody fills out the form, they will be added. They will they will get a tag. So say that if I put vegan here, that when they fill out this form, this subscriber will be tagged with vegan then in Mailchimp. So if you had the Pro version, you see, you might have groups for different diets as well. So you could set that up here, that when somebody fills out this form, they go into your vegan group, or they go into a low sugar group for diabetics maybe, and then you could have plant-based group and gluten-free. So, and you don't need dynamic tag input. So we can add a note here for some reason. I couldn't really find a straightforward use case for that. So you might want to enable double opt-in. That means before they get the confirmation email to the user, and will only add them to your list then after they've confirmed their email address. So that'll keep your list clean, like, and stop spammers, you know. But you see, the thing is, if they're saving a recipe, they're not going to be spammy, but it'll stop spam bots, of course. You know, so you might want to do that. And you can enable resubscribe, and then you can mark them as VIP as well. I'm not sure, I haven't seen this VIP feature in the other programs, so I'm not sure of a use case for that. So what you want to do is, we've saved our feed there, and so just going to do a simple test now. When we go over to pages, you we need the shortcode up there of the form to place it on our website. So we're going to add a new page. I'll just call it Mailchimp test. And so, see, in the next video, I'm going to talk about how to place different forms in different places on the website. So I'm not going to cover it now. I'm going to redo that section of the long video just into a short section that people can find really easy and refer back to it. So that's the form we just set up, the Mailchimp. And as I've said there anyway, if you're wondering how the text is done at the top here and the fields, how to add more fields and delete them, that's all in the other video about building forms. We go to publish there. Just go there now, and I'm going to test this. So now we want to put in our details and test our form. So we'll make up something. We'll go George's first name, George at Mailchimp testing.com. And there we have our confirmation message with personalization as well, that I noticed a lot of blogs aren't doing that. So it's going to take a couple of minutes now for the contact detail. Well, not a couple of minutes. It might take within a minute. The contact, if it's working, will show up in Mailchimp. But yeah, just while we're waiting for that, here's another awesome opportunity, folks, to, when the confirmation message shows here, if you're selling books or products or anything, you could have any type of message here. If you're doing cookery classes, it's a great opportunity there to advertise those products and services. So just waiting now for the contact to show up. We can see here that we're at the current audience, and you remember back in the form that we selected Recipe Club. That was back. Go back to the form, go back to the settings. It was when we were configuring the integration that it's here, Mailchimp integration feed. And so we have the list there, but we don't have the groups feature. But we added a tag, do you remember? You can see they're there now, folks, but just what was the tag? Vegan. So you can see now that the name was George, MailchimpTesting.com, and first name George, and then the tag vegan is there, and they're automatically subscribed because we didn't enable the double opt-in. So folks, hope you enjoyed that, found it useful. That's how it works. In the next video, I'm going to talk about this plugin, insert headers and footers, because we need that now so that we can place the form with one simple method in different places on the website, so that we don't have to go around to every single post and put the shortcode for the form into each one. We can actually use this free plugin to place the form in different places on the post. So if you found the video useful, please share it on your network, drop some likes, some thumbs up there on the videos, drop a comment, maybe you buy me a coffee, use my affiliate links there. And that's it, folks. So let's move on and get on to the next video.